Hello everybody, welcome back to My Hero Academia reading Texas stories. We're back at Deku X #1 villain, or Deku X is Death. So last time, Midoriya won the sports festival by defeating Bakugo using 100% of One For All, and Esdeath is in the audience watching the battle, and then she starts falling in love with Midoriya, and then she sends one of her men to capture him, and that's when Midoriya got chained up and met Esdeath, and he decided to plan to escape by telling her he needs the bathroom, and Esdeath told him the bathroom's over there, and once he got there, he managed to escape. And then this is where we drop off, where he meets with Stain that was about to kill another fake hero. And before we start, guys, I want to do a shout out on two My Hero Academia Texas Story YouTubers. Subscribe to Golden Texas Stories. He makes a lot of good Texas Story series, and I noticed that some of his Texas Stories don't have much views. Check his channel out and watch his Texas Stories. They are so good. And next is Thunder Texas Stories, and make sure you subscribe to his channel as well, and he makes a lot of good Texas Stories as well, and there's like a lot of them. Yeah, so make sure you subscribe both their channels. Oh, by the way, Thunder Texas Story has a second channel, which is Thunder TS, so be sure to subscribe the second channel. There's only like 9 videos on his second channel, and he also made a series of Deku X02 or Yandewer 02. I hope he continues on with this series. He did told me that he is going to still continue on with it. Alright everyone, let's all hop in and start watching this. We left off with Izuku seeing Stain about to kill another hero in an alleyway, but that's only what happened at the end of the last video. Back at UA High School, enters 1A dorms. Has anyone find him? Sees they're all on the couch watching TV. What the hell is going on? Jump scare. Sensei? Really pissed off. What the hell are you all doing? Sees a vein on his forehead out of anger. He's really pissed. You all were supposed to be looking for Midoriya. Enters the room. I couldn't find him anywhere. Looks like Kirishima. I went to his house, but only his mom was home. At least you went. I also couldn't find him anywhere. You went too. Of course, he's our friend. Why wouldn't we look for him? Looks at the rest of the class. So why the hell didn't the rest of you try to look? Do you want me to expel all of you? But Mr. Aizawa, it wasn't our fault. Yes sir, the pro heroes told us that they will handle it. Tch, those liars. How long ago was that? Well, a couple of hours. And you haven't heard anything since? No, I can't believe this class. Only 2 people went out searching for him. But the pros lied. I checked everywhere. I thought he would be, but no clue. Do you think the League of Villains? It can't be. Esdeath took them down. Then what about Esdeath? What could she want with Midoriya? He is powerful. Who could want anything total with that nerd? He beat you. The hell you say? Bakugo, that's not nice to say. Who cares? Their nerd got lucky and surprised me. Walks away. You better be alive, nerd. Watches him walk away. He did seem he was acting different. What do you mean? He asked me questions about the hero society and what I thought. Do you think he knows? I'm not sure. He is suspicious though, so I think. So, well, looks at the class. That's because Stain forced the fake hero to tell Midoriya the truth. I guess it's time to tell you all what the world is really like for heroes. Meanwhile, we're Stain and Midoriya, dodging all his attacks. Dunsback, I respect you for wanting to save this hero, I really do. But I told you the next time you try to get in my way, I'll take you down. Just looks at him. So why be stupid, kid? Rushes him. I let that last hero live because of you, but you only get one. About to slice his head off with his sword because I respect you and really understand. I want to become the best hero possible and change society. Is surprised but still cuts him, gets cut badly and falls on the floor. Starts raining, turns around and walks towards the hero. No, don't kill him. Looks back. Come with me, kid. Surprised and goes with him. At his hideout, sit over there. Sits down. Gives him a first aid kit. That's a nasty scar. Fixing himself up. No one will look at you the same anymore. Just know that. Finishes. So how did you find me? Luck. Well, you can't rely on that forever. If you're going to become a vigilante, no. I still want to be a hero. even though you know how corrupt they are, not all of them is bad. What even brought you out here? Anyway, there was a fighting tournament at UA High School. That's the high school you go to. Yes. Did you win? Yes. Okay then, what? He won a fighting tournament. I need to see how good he really is. I got kidnapped by a villain. Esdeath. Esdeath, the number 1 villain? Yes. The hell did she want from you? She said she's into me. I don't know why. She's crazy. Well, that's one hell of a day. So after you got kidnapped, you escaped and find me. That's right. Okay, but I still don't understand what brought you to me. It has been hours since I've been kidnapped. And no one has even tried to find me. At least that's what I know. How do you know? Shows him his phone. Nobody called except All Might. Surprised. I see. So everyone in Class 1A did not call for him on the phone because, well, the pro heroes told them to stay in the dorms so that they can find him, which it turns out it's a lie. And no heroes care about anyone except themselves. So with me understanding that, you're the only other person who truly believes in changing this corrupt world we live in, and now I want to change that too. Shocked. Okay kid, I'll teach you my ways, but you better not disappoint. Okay, alright then. Tosses him a sword. Oh, Midoriya's gonna learn a sword? Oh, that's awesome. We're gonna see Midoriya using a sword. I'll give you the experience on the spot, not only with a sword, but how to find and track people down. You ready? Yes. Okay then, rushes him. 2 days have passed, and here we are back with Esdeath. Sitting down. What is it? We've gotten word on where Izuku Midoriya is. Really? Yes ma'am. He was spotted with the hero killer Stain last night. Seemed they were on patrol, so he's with the hero killer. 2 birds with 1 stone. We're ready to move on your command tomorrow morning to tomorrow. No, we leave tonight. Tonight? Yes, tonight. Gets up and leaves. Esdeath really wants Midoriya so bad. She is definitely a Yandoer. I need to see my Izuku as soon as possible. I don't want to go another day without seeing him. Back at UA High School. Yep, Esdeath is totally obsessed with him. Closes the door. Have you guys heard about the guy Stain partnered up with? Yeah, I thought Stain worked by himself. Well, it could be that there's someone out there who thinks the same way he does. Especially after what Aizawa told us about how corrupt the hero society is. Yeah, wait. What if the person Stain is with is Midoriya? Shocked. That's impossible. Well, actually, if you think about it, based on what Mr. Aizawa told us, wait, maybe Midoriya left instead of him being kidnapped. That actually makes sense. They are wrong. Esdeath sent one of her soldiers to kidnap Midoriya. He left UA and worked with Stain because Midoriya knew before anyone. What Midoriya is doing can change a lot for the future. I agree. Or maybe he left because of me. Not exactly a recap. Midoriya just got kidnapped by one of Esdeath's soldiers, but he did manage to escape and work with Stain. Tosses hero over by the trash can. You fake. About to kill the hero, but gets grabbed by Izuku. Oh my god. Midoriya sure is beat up. No, I won't allow you to kill him. That must be the scar that he got from Stain. I know that that's from a manga, by the way. You still tend to get in my way after 2 days of me teaching you the ropes. I told you I will become a hero, so in my eyes, what you're doing is still wrong. You're lucky I won't kill you. You're lucky I won't put you in prison. I taught you everything, and I'm repaying you by not putting you behind bars. He passed, puts his sword away. Alright kid, you win. You remind me of All Might in a way. Though what I do know is that you're a true hero at heart. And I respect that. Looks at the hero. You're lucky he's with me. Looks at the hero. Give up being a hero or next time I won't stop him. Yes sir. You won't hear from me again. Walks away towards Stain. You do your way and I'll do mine. Walks in front of him. Sounds like we're splitting up. We are. Alright then kid. If I ever see you become a fake, I'll come after your head. Never. About to leave. Oh crap, Esdeath's here. It's nice to see you two here. Esdeath looks at Midoriya. Midoriya, I missed you. Yep, definitely a Yandoer, alright. But before we can get together again, I must take Stain down. Wait, Stain? Rushes Stain and is about to pierce him with her sword. uses his sword to stop her. Izuku, why do you stop me? I'm not letting you kill him. But once I do this, we can be together. Smiles, kicks Midoriya in his side, gets knocked into a wall. She's the strong? Phrases Stain's leg. Stop, let him go, and I'll come with you. Oh, a very genius idea. To spare Stain, you were going to come with me either way, but about to freeze Stain. You're working for the government, aren't you? How did you know that? Because you're here to kill Stain instead of taking down a hero like me. I wouldn't take you down either way. Unless we were in bed. Blushes. Snap out of it. Oh my god. But Stain is removing every hero who is being a fake, and with you stopping him, the government will not be in control anymore. All the heroes left will actually be heroes instead of messed up celebrities. That is true. You really are smart, Midoriya. I like that about you. How about you join me instead and take down the corrupt system with me? Surprised, we can save more lives that way and change society. Goes to him. Midoriya slaps him. This reminds me of the scene with Tatsumi and Esdeath in the bedroom scene where he convinced her to join the night raid, but she slapped him. You do know you're talking to the #1 villain. I don't care, but if things don't change, we will have to end up fighting each other. Do you really want that? Kisses the spot where she slapped him. Blushes. What? Hugs him. There's no need to worry about that. I'll be keeping you by my side forever. I know you might not are satisfied with the way life is now, but stops hugging him. I want to be with you, and with that, I will be thankful I won't even look at another man. Shocked. You will never be lonely again. Goes to her and hugs her. Shocked. Then let's just leave. Okay, my love. Oh, that's cute. They both leave. I guess that's the way to save Stain. Breaks the ice on his leg. Damn it, my leg is still numb to move. Points a gun at Stain. Freeze, Stain. I already did that. That's a good one. Takes him to custody with Aizawa. That's a good joke of like where you're frozen and then an officer came up and shouts, "Freeze! Me? I'm already frozen." About to leave to the police station with All Might. Wait, Mr. Aizawa, what is it? Tells him her theory how it could have been Midoriya with Stain. Okay, I understand. I'll make sure to ask about that. If I need you, I will call the school. Okay, sir. Leaves in the car. Do you think it could really be young Midoriya? Well, it is a possibility. Yeah, it is a high chance, but all we can do is ask. But if so, then young Midoriya knew the truth before anyone and is trying to fix it himself. I probably knows I lied to him. I should have just told him the truth. Maybe this would have never happened. I'm sure he'll forgive us, but we need to get him back first. They get to the police station and start questioning Stain. Leaves the interrogation room with Aizawa. He hasn't said a word since. Yeah, but that might be a good thing. How? Because if he isn't saying anything, that means it could be true. Yeah, but we have to confirm it. True. Walks up to them. I can confirm it for you. Looks at him and see he's all beat up. What happened to you? I was at the fight scene. Was a boy with Stain. If he had green hair, then I think that's who you're looking for. So it is true. He saved my life. But if Stain is here, where is Midoriya now? Esdeath took him. What? What could she want with Midoriya? Not sure. But he considered leaving with her to save Stain. I guess since Stain was taking out pro heroes, the society could become less corrupt. That's why Esdeath was ordered to take him out. It all makes sense now. All we have to do is track down and find where they went. While that's happening, drinking alcohol. So Esdeath didn't take down Stain, but it's confirmed he's been captured by police, which also means he will go to prison. Either way, this is good because now I'm back at power. But sir, it also says that the boy Stain was with is from UA High School. So that means that UA might want their student back even if Esdeath has him. Do they know her location? No sir, not yet. Well, just tell them where she is and we'll have the pros take her down. With her out, there's nothing that stands in my way. Plus, she technically didn't hold her end of the deal by not taking Stain out, so she must go back at UA. Well, that's not good for Esdeath. but she is strong, she will handle all of them. So it was confirmed that Midoriya was with Stain. Yeah, but now Esdeath has him? What could she want with him? Who knows? I'll give you the answer because Esdeath has fallen for him. Why is she with Deku? Ha! Like that nerd would be with someone that hot. Yeah. At Esdeath's place. I can't believe you tricked me into leaving without finishing off Stain. Well, at least I didn't come home empty-handed. At least Stain is alive. This isn't so bad. She actually wants me. What's wrong, Izuku? It's nothing. I can tell something is bothering you. You can? Of course. Well, you actually like me, don't you? Smiles, then kisses him. If I didn't like you, I wouldn't have brought you to my room, now would I? Moving a little too fast, sorry. Well, we shall get to know each other more. That way, I can be the best woman to you as possible. Okay, so you are planning to become a hero. I am. Maybe you shouldn't. Why would I? Oh. Exactly, but it can also make our love story all the more interesting, don't you think? Why, what made you become that, the #1 villain? And also, what is that symbol in the middle of your chest? Oh, this? It's how I got my quirk. Your quirk? Yes, I have never told anyone this. But before I even acquired this quirk, I was still the #1 villain by taking down so many other countries and cities. My father told me power was everything, and if you were weak, you couldn't survive. So even without a quirk, I was still powerful until other villains, like All For One, wanted to take over the #1 spot. She was quirkless, so I searched for a way to get more power. And yeah, and this is where she drinks that stuff, and that gave her power, so I can choose between all these weapons and one of them will grant me even more power. That's correct, eating chicken drumsticks. They all seem lame and boring. Sees a cup full with blood. What is that? Oh, that's a cup of the blue dragon's blood. I never heard of it. That's because they don't teach you anything in school. I don't go to school. Never mind then. Anyways, other villains like yourself tried to drink that cup, but the moment they drank it, they died. Well, kind of feel bad for the other villains now, though it contains a very powerful quirk called Frostbite. The user get to use the quirk at its will, and through the years it will get stronger but will turn you completely insane. So I wouldn't advise you to pick up the cup and start drinking it. Weren't you listening to anything I just said? Drank the whole cup. Yes, I was somewhat, but I didn't care. So how do you feel? No different yeah, guessing that blood is kicking into her body right now. Gets a mark on her chest and breathes out cold air, which freezes all the weapons. It didn't hit me. I can feel the power rushing in my veins. Smiles. This will definitely keep me #1. Flashback ends. Whoa, I know. So the cup made you insane? That's why you do the things you do? What? No, I'm completely fine. I do everything at my will. Is that so, Esdeath? So, what about all those people you murder, torture? What about them? She is crazy. Exactly. That's what she does. She tortures people. Though I can't help it. It's just how I was raised. My father told me power was everything, so I lived up to it. It's kill or be killed. Well, I guess she is just misunderstood. What about you? What about me? Your quirk. It seems powerful when I saw you at the tournament. The tournament? You were there? I was, but I had a disguise on. Oh, I have multiple quirks, but it makes up one. I see. Wait, how old are you? 17. You know, it's kinda rude to ask a girl that. I'm sorry. It's okay, Izuku. So her mind was changed at a young age. Esdeath? Yes, Izuku? Please help me fix this corrupt hero system. I told you my answer already, Izuku. Please. Soldiers break down the wall. Miss Esdeath, the Prime Minister has ordered us to execute you for not getting rid of Stain. Grabs Esdeath and dashes out quick. Uses float and is carrying her bridal style. Thank you, Izuku. Of course. The Prime Minister wants you dead because I didn't take down Stain. So, will you help me now? I guess I have no choice. Revenge is nice and I just can't wait to torture him. Oh, Izuku, can't you just wait? It will be our first date together. We're not torturing him. Why not? I said no. I said yes. And you're going first. No buts. Lands on straight. What are you doing? What are you doing with Esdeath? The Prime Minister attacked us for her not killing Stain. Okay, but she's still the #1 villain, which means gets into fighting position with All Might and the rest of the class. No wait, Midoriya, get away. It's not her fault. She was manipulated into doing things by the Prime Minister. She was? No, I was. Pinches her without anyone noticing. Ow. Shh, yes it's true. Very smart, Midoriya. Try to keep her mouth shut so that if she says something, she will be targeted. That's why she does the things she do so the Prime Minister can stay in control. It's not her fault, young Midoriya. Looks at All Might, sees the scar on his face. The scar on your face. Do you believe me? Do you trust me? Because it seems that I'm the only true hero trying to do what's right. Yes, I believe you. Yeah, Midoriya is a true hero after all. And he's also my favorite character. Alright then. But if she tries anything, we will take her down. That won't happen. Aizawa, you do realize that all of you are no match against Esdeath? Okay, let's go back to the school to plan. They go back to the school. The teachers will think of a plan and once we have one, we will let the rest of you know. Everyone leaves to their rooms. Going to his dorm with Esdeath. Deku stops and turns around. Uraka, can I talk to you in private? No, you may not. It's okay. I'll be back. I said no. Fine, you can come along. Okay, walks with Uraka. We can talk over by the kitchen. Esdeath, you can watch and wait right here. I'm coming. She said privately. Don't make that face, I'm coming back. Okay, but if you take too long, I'll freeze you. Understood. Walks to the kitchen with Uraka. So what is it you want to talk about? Why is Esdeath around you so much? I have to watch her to make sure she doesn't do anything to you all. Oh, where's Bakugo? In his room, sleeping, maybe. Oh, I never noticed that kind of hero you wanted to be. I'm sorry for not seeing that. It's okay. You wasn't around a lot, so I don't blame you. But now I have someone that doesn't want to leave my side for even 5 minutes. Well, can we? Gets pulled away, getting dragged by his neck. My room is that way. Goes and enters his room. Can't breathe. Let's go. Breathes in and out. Why did you do that? You were talking to that girl too long. It was making me feel jealous. Blushes and is really shocked. Really? Yes, and I didn't want to freeze you before I wouldn't be able to talk to you. She really does like me. Who was that girl anyway? My we used to date, but she broke up with me for my childhood bully. What? Why didn't you say anything earlier? About to leave. Grabs her. Where are you going? I'm going to freeze her. But first, thank her for letting me have you. There's no need for that. If you're with me now, right? I guess not. But who is your bully? The one I fought for the final match at the tournament. He bullied you, but you beat him easily. How did he get to bully you before? I didn't have a quirk before. Shocked. So you were quirkless? Yes, my quirk was given to me by All Might. Explains what One for All is briefly. We have so much in common that I didn't know of. Yeah, always getting cut off. Hugs him. We're perfect for each other. Also, I forgot to tell you that scar on your face makes you look hotter. Blushes. Well, Izuku, changing her clothes, looks away. Why are you looking away? Lays on the bed, looks at her and blushes. That's a little revealing, you think? Nonsense, you're allowed to look at me anyway. Well, Mr. Aizawa might call us anyway, so you should put some clothes on. Fine, does as he says. Aizawa calls him and both Esdeath and Izuku go to discuss how they will take down the Prime Minister. Sees Uraka and Bakugo. Holds his hand, surprised and looks at her, smiles at him. And smiles back. Oh, that is so adorable. Sees it too. Alright everyone, this is the plan. It's quite simple, really, yeah. The teachers and you all will fight all the guards they have at the entrance with some of us getting inside and taking them down, and Esdeath and Midoriya will take down the Prime Minister and tell the world the truth about some heroes and the corrupt system. Alright, let's do this. And that is part 2 of Deku X Esdeath. Also, that part when Midoriya explained One for All to Esdeath, even though he shouldn't be telling everyone about his quirk One for All because it will get targeted by the League of Villains. At least he doesn't have to worry about the League of Villains. The same goes for Class 1A and all the pro heroes and UA, because Esdeath took the mic in part 1. And also, Esdeath sure is going yanderwear when she grabbed Midoriya by the neck when he was talking too long to Uraka. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoy this, and make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next video. Lee Hep is out.